Actually, we can get a timer on the thing if you want.
You see me?
Not worth it.
Not worth it?
Not worth it.
We could do, dude. I was thinking we could do like, hey Jamie, pull that up for me, will you?
Jamie.
Mikey, can you see me?
Just getting close.
Barely.
Sit in this chair.
Barely.
I'll just do this.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, just do that.
All right.
All right, here we go.
2 minutes start now.
All right.
This is quick.
What parent are you closer to and why?
My mom visits me more at school, but my dad hugs me more.
Introvert or extrovert?
Extrovert.
That was a cop-out answer.
When do you think of a
First one.
person? When do you think a person is ready for marriage?
When they have nice teeth.
Jesus Christ! All right. What kind of parent do you think you will be?
A fun one.
A fun one.
A fun one.
When was the last time you broke someone's heart?
If you love
When them Snapchat boys be like, hang out, and I say, sure, and then I don't hang out with them.
Yeah, that's a broken heart right there.
We never.
What's on
Never
your bucket
covered.
list?
My bucket list?
For this year.
I have a bucket list, but I just skydiving.
Skydiving.
All right. Most embarrassing story or moment maybe.
Okay,
'Cause
well,
you got on the clock.
one
here.
time I pooped my pants at Burger King
How old?
in the slide.
How old?
6.
6.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Christ.
stop
All
it there.
Holy shit.
What are some of your favorite songs? 3.
Dua Lipa, anything.
That's no song, is it?
All right.
Fucking Problems by A$AP Rocky. That One Kiss one by Dua Lipa, and then
One kiss is only
we're just gonna say
How many songs?
2 on. He said 3.
2 on.
All right. What's your biggest pet peeve?
When people chew with their mouth open.
Biggest fear?
Death.
Okay.
If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Maldives.
I think it's Dives. I think it's Maldives.
Still on the clock.
Hey, all right.
Yeah, no time.
We'll discuss it after.
Let's see. What is the greatest struggle you've had to overcome? Deep question.
Death. Part 2.
All right. What food?
That's the only answer you couldn't give it. I think.
What food could you not live without? This is the last one.
Tortellini.
She's tortellini.
Yes.
Cheese tortellini.
Facts, dog. Like for her birthday, we go to Cruisemere.
Cruiser's fire.
Cruisemere is also a seafood joint, and 3 out of the 4 people in our family are allergic to seafood.
Including me.
So she just goes for the tortellini.
I don't know if it's a specific seafood joint.
But they have a lot of seafood. It's
Maybe a surf and turf.
They've recently updated their menu, so there's a little more options.
There's a lot of pasta on there.
Yeah, but other than that, a lot of seafood. I would say more seafood, like a majority seafood. You know what I mean? Like if you did like a pie chart.
I worked there.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna
understand.
say.
I'm saying like a lot of seafood, not as much chicken, not as much, and then there's like pizza, right? You can get
Yeah,
pizza.
there's that shit is very short.
Yeah.
I would never see a pizza going out.
My
I'd see
dad
mostly pasta.
My dad gets pizza.
Really?
So yeah.
The pizza at Cruisemere? Is it good?
It's so
Pretty
good.
good. Yeah.
No way.
I
It's
used to
pretty good.
carry out
Yeah.
pizza from there all the time. And
Wow.
the bread.
The bread, dude. I used to actually
my
deliver bread
God,
to people.
dude.
Like I'd actually call before I'd leave. I'd call people and say like, "Yo, you want bread?"
You want a little bread?
Yeah, like actually, because
good.
there would just be
Oh,
just a shitload of bread.
Oh, yeah.
It's so spongy. And,
It's
It's
perfect.
perfect.
It's perfect.
Dude.
yeah.
They had it at our all-night party. Remember?
Yes,
It's like, dude, how did you know?
Our all night party was fun.
It was so fun.
What was your senior prank?
Our senior prank. What did we do?
Nothing. Dude.
Oh, we had a DJ. Like,
You hired a DJ? Or
it was one of our friends was a DJ.
Okay.
And they just started playing it in the hallway. And then we all had a party in the middle of the hallway during passing time. And then
How long did it last?
it was literally 5
5
minutes.
minutes.
Raymo was like this. He's like, okay, guys, stop. I was like, okay, bye.
Okay,
That's
guys.
actually my most embarrassing moment. I called Mr. Ronconi Raymo to his face. And he said, how you doing today, Catherine? And I was like, oh, no. He probably thinks I'm on drugs.
Jesus Christ. Remo Ronconi, maybe he's a great principal now, but
He watches these, you think?
no. I'm just gonna say he didn't do shit when we were there.
No, he was
Like,
kind of a
just a bystander.
just not a good
Like-
yeah,
Like literally.
not an authoritative.
No.
principal.
I really think the most he
Yeah.
did when it comes to like, or at least what we could see. Maybe
Yeah, maybe behind the scenes
but-
he's pulling the strings.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
I feel like we don't really know.
That's
But
the
I'm
thing.
But Dajiak, it was clear what he did.
Oh yeah.
He made it very clear that like
Mr.
all
Dajiak
right.
was.
It's also Mr. House now.
Yeah.
Mr. House is on Twitter. He's at events. He's doing this and doing that.
Mr. Ronconi.
But Mr. Ronconi, like for at least when we were there, literally all I saw him do was like hold the door open for us in the mornings.
How you guys doing?
And like say like some like half-ass inspirational.
I'm great, Remo. How you doing, champ?
He did those.
How's your hair coming?
Those lunch.
It's going. I'll tell you that.
It's
much.
going.
It's not going.
He did like those lunch, like
those are
sessions
sus,
where
too.
you're just like, I kind of want to get this over.
How's
with.
Troy?
What was it?
It's like trying
What
to
was
force
that?
Did you ever go?
Remo's
I went
round
once,
table.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Remo's round
table.
table.
What was it for?
He was like just trying
Just,
to
like, feedback?
get like a good temperature gauge on the school, I guess.
Yeah.
He'd be like, "So how are you getting along with kids?" I'm like, "I'm having the most normal high school experience ever."
Like, yeah,
I'm not the guy you need
You're
to be
pegging me
talking
right
to.
on
Yeah.
on
Actually,
the
I was-
average right
yeah.
now.
There'd be like
Yeah.
a Kit Kat lying there. You'd be like, "Might as well, right?" Might as well.
he's like, well, how's it going, like with the school and making friends? He's like,
So normal.
well, actually, I was just doing it at lunch.
Yeah, until you fucking.
kind of pulled me out.
You
of it.
fucking called me into this shit.
Yeah, it was so.
I'm
I'm like, I'm having the most normal time ever. I'm the last guy you need to be talking to right now.
He'll fucking hold the door open. It's like something like
It was so
today.
awkward.
Today's the best day until tomorrow.
It felt like
Oh.
in-school suspension.
Or like-
That's what it felt
Yeah,
like.
it's totally.
So
what
you're
it
like
felt
sitting there eating with 10 people, random
Yeah.
people. Chances are you don't really.
Did you have
care
anyone
for
that you like
anyone.
knew in yours? I
Or
didn't
maybe like
I'd like.
Michael Faber or
I'd
something.
know
where
one
you'd
that
be
I
like,
talked to.
I had no one that
You
I
give
saw.
him
I
a quick
literally
little
sat there
like,
quietly.
yeah,
I just answered his questions when it was my turn.
yeah. It
I
was-
just didn't like how there was a form too. You had to fill out a form and like
Yeah.
I didn't like that. Like
Yeah.
how you actually had to write like
It's like, are we filling
what's
out
your best
forms?
experience in high school?
You
Like
serious?
I don't want to do this right now.
Yeah.
Like send me a link.
These are
Yeah,
30
send me that-
minutes of the day.
Send me that
I
MFing link.
don't have
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Like send me a Google
Google
Forms.
sh- yeah, Google Forms, yeah.
I'll fucking full of shit on
2
that.
minutes. Yeah.
But right now, there's
but-
probably some good banter going on in the
Great,
cafeteria.
great,
that I'm
great
missing right
banter.
now.
You
Oh.
know something hilarious.
And Mr. House did the joke of the day. The joke
He
of the
stopped
day.
doing that my senior
Yeah,
year.
somebody probably said some like,
Yeah, it's also, there was there was a lot of people that took advantage of it. Like,
I liked it.
yeah.
It was funny.
Hey guys, it's Funny Friday.
No one
It's-
actually told
Yeah.
funny jokes,
Funny.
but
No.
like,
they'd always
It
be
was
like,
fun to laugh
and
at
Chris has a joke for us.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what Chris
Chris
has
is
got.
0 for 10
Yeah.
so far. So what?
Because the only one still putting in jokes. So you're like, what do you get when you mix a werewolf with a snowball? And you're like, what? What do you get? And you're like, frostbite. And you'd be like, oh, God.
Everyone would laugh on
Chris,
purpose,
0 for
though.
11. 0 for 11.
It was so bad.
Criminy Jim Jim.
Yeah, I remember like Brian Ball used to do that a lot too.
Yeah.
And just like trash executions.
Brian Ball knows what he's doing, though. It's a
Yeah,
little
but like,
different thing.
but like the thing is, like, I feel like there's no possible way to be successful on that stage.
yeah, you
Like
can't.
at like a
It's a-
like
I
where
I
like
feel like
It's
there
a tough
is.
crowd. It's a tough crowd.
Well, this is what people did. This is
there's
what.
like a quarter of the people listening.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
like everyone else is just talking over.
And half the
Yeah.
people are just waiting for the joke to end to just be
it's
like,
like ha ha ha.
oh, brother,
suck.
this guy
Suck, dude.
stinks. Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah, exactly. That's what they're waiting for. Nobody's like,
Wow,
let's see
you know
what
what?
he's
That's
got.
witty.
Well,
That is
'cause, dude,
fucking banter right
People
there.
would come up there, and like the only people that got up there and told jokes were like the ones who told jokes that were like meant to be like really stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, they
Anti-jokes,
weren't, like,
even
good
anti-jokes,
jokes.
yeah.
They were just like those really cringy ones, like, but they did it on purpose. It's like I feel like someone like could have actually got up there and like maybe
what's he
took
got-
10 minutes to think of a good joke and then
Yeah.
said it, but like
Yeah.
it was just like the cringiest jokes.
Yeah, but that's the other
always.
thing. There's also the rate. You have to get it. You got to keep it probably PG tops because
Yeah.
the principal's standing right over you. You
Yeah.
can't make any phallic remarks or anything like
Yeah.
that. You know, like
I should have done one.
It was laughy.
I regret
time
it now.
jokes, bro.
I should have done one.
I did one.
Did you?
Yeah. It
So
was,
you don't
how
get
about
class-
that airplane food? And then someone dropped the mic.
That's weak.
Exactly. It was just people like
You don't
like
get
they're
class
trying to
clown
make people
without one.
cringe.
Yeah.
Like you did like you're obviously doing it on purpose.
The thing
but,
is,
like,
didn't you have to submit a paper saying like your joke?
Oh yeah, you're like, I want to make a joke, and then you give it to him. He's like, okay.
So you're telling me that you wrote down how about that airplane
Yes.
food, and he gave you the.
He gave you the okay.
You know what? Props to Mr. House for okaying that.
Well,
all right?
there was no comedic filter. It was only like the safe filter. As long as it was clean.
Yeah, he doesn't have to
care if
sit
it
over
was
there and be
good.
like, "Is it funny?"
Yeah.
Would this bring the house down?
Or else we would have had no one would have been telling jokes.
Well, it's another funny Friday.
Well, I was class clown. Mikey wasn't, so we see who really was the funnier person.
Oh, rip, dude.
Never disrespect my jokes ever again.
That's kind of fucked up.
I didn't even do the joke. My friend did it.
Yeah,
I stood next to her.
You never put me on blast like that.
I'm sorry.
I still want to know the specifics of what Jack Soto would buy.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on that.
I'm
100K.
telling you, bro.
I'm buying it.
All right, you would travel, but that's like at most 50,000 in airplane.
At
Like,
most.
yeah.
Like how much
if you're pushing
fucking traveling
if you're pushing
could you
it.
possibly be doing?
Well, like you do stuff like there, you know.
Okay, all right, max, like.
So where would you go
Just
first?
do expensive stuff, you know. Oh, I
Where
don't
would you go
know.
first?
Probably like I'd go to a bunch of places that are just like
Wait, yeah,
really
50,000. That's way too much.
Way too.
That's way too. That's 7 days.
Yeah.
You get like 15,000.
That's what I'm
now.
saying. If you did a plane a day,
Yeah,
Buy a plane.
probably $2,000 tops.
yeah.
Yeah. But then there, I'd stay at the nicest places.
Sure.
Okay.
Well, that
Go to a
starts
bunch-
bringing up, but just strictly travel expenses. It's not a lot of money.
But the stuff I do there would
Yeah,
be like,
okay.
it'd be reckless, you know.
What about like go to
Okay.
Italy and like
We rent out the
get like
Louvre.
the Louis, yeah, or like get some Louis or something like that.
Get some Louis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe cash out a little bit.
Yeah,
on
like
that.
that's what I'm saying.
Go get some Go-Yard at the actual Go-Yard in
Okay.
France, you know?
So do you like I see these people sometimes on Instagram where like for like an entire like month or two, and it's like during the school year, they're just posting like different places that they're going,
It could be abroad.
and
no?
it's always like it could be, but I really don't think it is because there's nothing like they don't mention anything about school.
Yeah.
They're just like
yeah.
on
That's
a
what
beach.
Instagram is.
They're just
Yeah.
on a beach,
That's what
like
Instagram
It's totally what
having a
Instagram
sick
is.
time.
Yeah.
and like going to like the nicest places. So it's like,
I have a
come
friend-
on, are you really
Yeah, I have a
studying?
friend that's doing that.
Abroad, yeah, right now.
Like,
Like,
and
yeah.
still, that's what I'm confused about. Like, they're still there.
Yeah.
And like, I'm like,
You
did
got
y'all
a
not have to
responsibility.
do anything?
Yeah.
Or like, does this
Yeah.
not end?
Yeah.
Like-
Is this just Candyland right now?
Exactly,
What's
because
going on?
every night, like the one I'm thinking of, every night this girl was like at a different bar or a
Yeah.
different like party venue,
Yeah.
and that's exactly what I would do, bro. For an entire week, that's
I'm pretty sure studying
go to
abroad
the-
is that.
have
You
the
just
greatest time.
listed studying abroad, just in a compact
Yeah.
7-day thing.
shoot a travel vlog, dude, just to make other people feel like shitty about their lives.
Would you get a car?
Oh yeah, I'd get a nice rental car, bro.
Good.
Drive
No,
around.
to keep. You got 7 days,
Like you
100K.
got, yeah. I mean, like you could buy
Order a
one.
Tesla before you go.
Yeah.
I mean, you might as well.
Like you could get, you,
Order
could,
it.
It's 100K,
Yeah.
dude.
you got a lot of spending room
That's
here.
bread, dude.
Yeah.
Hella bread.
What about this? Restricted down to $2,000. $2,000.
I'm buying equipment here. First of all, I'm gonna spend half of it on equipment.
Get the production
I'm
up.
getting a 4K red camera, one of those giant.
Marcus Brown.
Yeah,
There.
yeah. This would be adjusted. Probably. I'll probably just get 4 of these. Why not?
Might as well.
Might as well. That's tough. What else would I do?
Oh,
I'd get a Switch.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
I get a Switch. I get a. Let's see. I'd probably put a lot into my moped. I would. I might get some Gucci or something.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, oh no, Burberry. Burberry.
Oh, Burberry.
I'm going-
Burberry trench coat.
Yeah. I'm definitely going with some Burberry.
That'd be fire.
But that's it. I think I'd cap out I'd cap out on the Burberry.
I went to Burberry in Boca, which sounds. Just ignore that.
Yeah.
I just said we went. I sent you that picture when we went into the store, and it was like 30% off when you spend $1,500 or more.
Yeah.
I'm like, if you could spend $1,500 at
You would
Burberry,
need a discount.
who's even like
You would need a
looking at
discount.
that like, oh,
Wow.
yeah,
That's a deal.
well, might as well.
You're actually going in and planning on spending
Honey,
$1,500.
honey, get their trench coat. You got it. Well, it's 30 off. Why not?
Yeah, that's a lot of money for a discount.
Yeah, at that point, save it. Just save the 30%.
Yeah. You want to know what's expensive? Fucking makeup.
Makeup.
Makeup
Can you
is
agree?
fucking mad expensive.
yeah.
Like And when you think about it, dude, what's the like the production,
It's like grounding up
yeah.
rose petals.
We were hearing about this. We were listening to this on the Tiny Me Gang.
I feel like the hardest
But
part is the pigment. No,
That's what, yeah, and that's what they said, and that fucking made me think they actually put these up at like I feel like I'm like $75 for like a pallet.
It's like 50
50?
average.
But there's some of those like James Charles ones.
Oh, James Charles is only $39.
But all right, is there any that are $75?
Yeah, probably Huda Beauty.
Huda Beauty.
There's this one girl who has like a $200 palette because she's like so good.
Who is
It's
it?
just not- I don't know her name.
Yeah,
great.
so
I don't
probably
even bother
all
looking.
the same, but like it's just like whose name is on the
Yeah.
front.
Like-
much like many things
Yeah.
in this.
Jeffree Star has really good packaging.
I heard Jeffree Star's coming to Somerset.
Yes.
fire.
For a grand opening, even though it
Fire.
already
I'm
opened.
about a cop.
Yeah, I'm definitely copping some Jeffree Star, bro.
My mom and I are waiting in line the day before.
Caked up.
The day before.
We need to meet him. We
What
love
you getting
him
caked up for?
so much.
So are you gonna get something?
lonely.
Probably. I saw his palettes there. They were really like, the packaging was so cool. And it was only $50. Like, thank you so much, Jeffree.
Oh, we appreciate that.
Charity work
Wow, yeah.
for us.
But like that's what I'm wondering. Like, there's a certain niche of makeup where I don't understand. Like because a lot of the stuff that I get, obviously like it surpasses functionality. But like, let's say like for $50, like let's say you probably are gonna get a palette with colors that you already have, right? So that's what I'm confused about. What's the point?
Because,
Past the point that like it's fun.
okay, so if you have like one palette, you're not going to bring like
God damn it.
6 different palettes to like one trip. So if there's like different colors that you want to use, you're going to bring that one palette that you want with like the same colors maybe.
I see. Oh, like this one might have like a purple that's like dope with my
Yeah.
outfit or something like that.
There's like I have a
So
modern Renaissance
you're almost
palette.
buying like a whole palette of like 15 colors for like 3 colors.
I mean, it's not that. Like, also people like really like just like the aesthetic of it. Like, oh, like
That's
these shades
vibes.
are so cool.
It's fucking vibes
I'm
right
gonna
there.
buy
That's a vibe. That's such
the
an
whole
aesthetic.
palette. Like, I buy the palette because I'm like, these shades are pretty, and I don't really like know that I have the same shades in other palettes.
I feel you.
Do you feel?
Yeah. I'd get James Charles probably.
Yeah.
I just
What
bought
is
his
up,
palette.
guys?
I
What is
unleashed my
James?
inner artist.
I'd get James Charles.
James sounds like he needs to like maybe clear his throat.
Yeah.
What is up, guys?
That's true.
It's like, are you alright, James? Like,
It's if you put that up like one pitch, that's like James Charles.
Yeah.
You get that like deep in the throat.
I've just been like trying to get that. And it's no disrespect.
You've been like working on yourself just like while playing FIFA.
Yeah,
like,
it's no
"What is up, guys?"
it's no disrespect. I watch. It's a he, right?
Yes.
Okay, I watch
Mikey,
his
it's a-
videos. I don't know, Jeffree
Hey,
Star.
yeah.
Wait,
Wait, are we talking about Jeffrey or James now?
no, we're talking about James.
You never know anyone's pronouns. You
Yeah,
can't assume.
you can't assume.
Hey,
I thought you were
come on.
talking about James.
Yeah, it's a he.
And then
no?
now we're talking about Jeffrey.
I'm
No,
just saying like that's a
No,
little
we're ju-
more
we're talking about
ambiguous. So I'm just making sure I understand.
Yeah,
trying to be
James
fair.
is a boy.
Just trying to be
I was
fair. Yeah,
confused.
okay.
Is Jeffree Star not?
Jeffree
He
Star
doesn't
doesn't
have-
go by anything.
Which I kind of respect. Like,
we love
Fire.
Jeffrey.
that's fine. Just do
So what do you refer it?
whatever you want.
Yeah, you could say she, you could say he.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
That's
you
what
meant
I'm
like
saying.
when you say like he doesn't go by anything. You just kind of like
You can say
like
she
an
or
example.
he. Yeah, you can do whatever
You
you
just
want.
like don't
dude?
say anything.
You're
Yeah,
like-
you just have to say like
Yeah.
like was over there.
Yeah. No, you have to say like you can say whatever,
Alright.
which I respect.
Yeah, that's fire.
That's great.
I want to do that.
So I'm just saying like I'm an impressionist at heart, so I've been trying to like master the James Charles, which
It's probably kind of tough.
Impression.
it's a little tough. Yeah. You gotta get that whole thing going. It's tough.
I think you should start singing like him too.
No, I'm not doing that.
Wait,
That's-
does he sing like
Yeah.
good?
Yeah.
Oh,
Pretty good, honestly.
I-
He goes off.
Heather showed me it was a video of a voice coach like critiquing.
yeah.
You saw that? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw that.
I mean, like, everyone needs critiques.
Yeah, that's
Critiquing
true.
James
Is that the
Charles.
word?
Yeah. Like on like
Criticism?
some of his like acapella stuff.
Critiques.
I'm sorry, I didn't think that was the word.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So yeah, there was some questionable critiques.
There always are, you know. That's that.
Yeah, I mean I'm not good.
Yeah. Do you watch that video that it's this guy he kind of like rates like accents in movies.
Yeah.
Dude, that's the greatest.
I like those, like,
Yeah.
where it's like a real boxer.
Yeah.
Real boxer
Does
looks
this.
at, like, Creed.
And he's
They're
like, now see, that's never gonna happen.
You're never gonna
That's
happen.
never
like
gonna
that.
happen.
Like, yeah, I've watched a lot of those.
Yeah.
They're like a real soldier.
Yeah.
Like a real, like, Marine watches, like...
Some of them are on BuzzFeed and they totally like kind of bastardize it, but some are like genuinely
BuzzFeed
good.
bastards is fucking everything.
Everything.
Like, it's a frustrating
I saw
outlet.
one that was like a Marine plays COD, and I'm like, this guy wasn't a Marine. He was like, we're just gonna hide in the grass. I'm like, like, just all things aside, like, this is not a Marine.
Yeah.
He probably didn't serve. He didn't. Did you see action, sir?
Yeah.
I don't think you did. I just don't.
Behind your lines and
Yeah, I don't think you did. But some are great. Like, it'll do like, it's like, no, let's watch this guy do an Irish accent. And you're like, oh, da 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 da, you know, and he'd be like, no, listen to this vowel right here. And he's like, road, and he's like, no.
Perfect.
That is incredible voice acting. He worked really hard on that. I'm like,
Rule.
he's like, really? He did? But it's pretty good. Like, it really teaches you like stuff to look for.
No, yeah, those
great.
those like critiquing videos I have a lot of fun on.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right. I got a.
How long we've been going?
We're about an hour right now, so
You
can
might
maybe
wanna-
do one more topic.
Yeah, I got
and then yeet out.
either NBA basketball or male versus female.
I mean,
No, for female what?
It's just like the open topic of like you could say like a lot like obviously I don't want to like limit our conversation.
Yeah.
But like I was thinking stuff like you could say like perspectives of people thinking that like people in Me Too. Obviously, I'm not saying I.
Amen.
I'm not saying I.
Basement crew getting a little. Deeper.
Yeah, I don't go with all this ideology. I'm just saying as a talking point. All right.
He does go to Michigan State, so
go green.
Hey, we gotta be careful out here.
be very careful.
I'm just saying that like some people
No,
think that like feminists go too far, or some people think that they don't go far enough.
Yeah.
Or like just like stuff like just the whole.
Yeah.
But that could be very deep.
Yeah.
Mostly
know if we
with
wanna
mostly
talk about that.
mostly
I don't know if
after
it's a final topic,
mostly
yeah.
as a hour in.
Yeah. If it was like at the start, maybe.
Yeah,
it would be a good
that's
topic.
thickums.
It's a thick one. What do you got for NBA basketball?
I got NBA basketball. I'm thinking.
I'm liking that one. a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's
Catherine can give
I-
us a lot of
She can
input,
dabble.
too.
She can dabble.
Can you?
Steph Curry. You know about Steph Curry?
Yeah, and that one dude, his birthday was yesterday, and my birthday was
Chris
yesterday.
Paul. Chris Paul.
Me and Chris Paul have the same birthday.
Yeah.
All right,
We
so
love that.
First off, I'm going to come in hot on a topic that me and Jack and Ryan were discussing yesterday. Had a little bit of a difference of opinion.
Yeah. Typically happens with Ryan.
Yeah. No, actually, it was me and Jack.
We all had different arguments.
Yeah, we did. We all did. It turned into something.
What is
like
this
that.
argument?
It was who has a better system.
It was originally who's gonna
Yeah.
win the finals, which was like not really like it
That's
was
a
like
tough
whatever. Ryan thought it was the Bucks.
course he did.
I still have faith in the Warriors.
Yeah.
Ryan hops on every bandwagon.
Yeah, he does.
It makes sense.
And then it evolved into who has the best system,
Okay.
like Bucks or Warriors.
And we all kind of just went on a different like path of like where we were coming from, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like the perspectives kind of got divided up into
Because
Does-
I did not follow Ryan when he just said like the whole like drive and pop. I was like, you're literally limiting this to drive and pop, and I've already lost you.
yeah.
there.
Well, I didn't.
Who
So
does Ryan think he is? Like
He's like,
the
yeah,
greatest
no,
basketball mind.
No,
of
like actually, he was
21st
like, they have an incredible system. Like you can literally just like drive and pop.
Are you talking about like offensive schemes?
Yeah,
I thought you were talking
Like-
about like player management, like
it kind of turned into that
Coaching.
somehow. Yeah, somehow.
all of it.
Yeah.
So
because
so,
just offensive schemes. That's such a small part
Yeah.
of like your
Your
whole
system.
thing. Yeah, that's
So like I guess the parts that we talked about is where we kind of differed is does like where do you draw the line at like talent is like where's talent and where's the system, like how do you divide those two?
yeah.
And so like that's kind of what we were arguing about, and like my opinion was more that yeah, like obviously these players are really talented and like to some extent like can make it seem like the system's better, but it's really just the players.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think the getting of those specific players
No, 100%.
is part of the system.
I was gonna say
and making those
yeah.
players into like a team, like that's a scheme. Like they didn't
Yeah.
just get LeBron, KD, Kawhi. Like there was a method to the players that they got.
No, yeah, 100%. Like part of the system is talent acquisition. Like that's a huge
Right.
part of it.
Yeah,
and
That's what I was saying.
you know what I mean. Like there's a reason the Pistons suck, not just because they don't have shooters. They can't get shooters. They got Wayne Ellington, which
I
is
was looking into their like the way that they pay their players. It's like it's a
No
it's
financial
a rabbit it's a
flexibility.
rabbit hole.
no financial
like-
flexibility.
like
We're still
that
paying
we're,
Josh
like-
Smith.
Yeah, that's what I saw. We're paying Josh Smith. We're in debt from paying this dude that I've never even heard of. That we're like we still can't. It was like pending payments. Or like he was signed in like 2015 or 2013, some like very long ago, and we just haven't paid him like $2 million or something like that.
Shit, yeah, great. And the thing is, we're paying Blake Griffin like $40 mil.
John Lure,
John, yeah.
like 15 mil.
We need to get him
Dude,
out.
get him out.
He is so bad.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll get another contract
After this.
Pistons,
I don't-
which is incredible.
And we're paying him this much.
Yeah.
Dude, he better be saving all of his money.
Yeah.
Actually.
For me, I just think, back to the Warriors Bucks thing, I just think it's hard to say that the Warriors, anyone has a better system than them.
Yeah.
Like, you could say whatever you want. Oh, the driving kick, which I don't even know what that means. But
I that's what I was like,
whatever.
because that like if my opponent when I'm arguing, if that's like
that's his number
number
one
one,
argument, you've won
and
the
absolutely
argument.
Jack took advantage of that because I was
What
like
the
I was like
hell
what the
are you-
I don't give a shit about what Ryan
are you
said.
talking
You,
about?
you literally just threw us in the fucking hole and dug out our grave.
We're not talking about offensive
because
schemes.
you actually just put our argumentative point as Giannis could just drive and just kick it out.
Don't give me no driving kick.
Yeah, like I was like fucking hell,
That's
right?
a tough one. That's a real tough one.
Because that's just not even
It's just
like
a play.
that can be something you don't
just
even plan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's just okay.
drive and
We have
pop.
one
That is-
really good player
That is literally
that can drive.
that is
so
the most
let's
fundamental
go off that.
play in basketball.
Yeah.
That is the first thing.
It's like either like pick and roll or like
pick and
drive
roll,
and pop.
drive and pop. That's
Yeah.
the two.
And I acknowledge like that the Bucks system is obviously there's parts that are way more
I
complicated
mean,
than
the
that.
best win team in the league.
Yeah.
Like, sure, they're a great team, and I'm not
Yeah,
trying
and
to take
it's-
anything away. Great coach.
Yeah, great coach.
You got a star who actually cares about getting better. He's learning how to shoot. Unlike Ben Simmons,
And like who elevates a lot of his
Oh
players.
my god, yeah, great team, right? But like, Warriors have like defensive player of the years, MVPs, Finals MVPs.
Yeah.
the two greatest shooters like ever.
Yeah.
That's like right off the bat, talent acquisition is like huge. So right off the bat, and then the fact that they've won they've been to 4, right, or 5,
Yeah.
like. I don't know. It's hard to just argue against that.
What was
It's hard.
What I have trouble remembering is when Iguodala. I always have trouble remembering what he did in the playoffs to get a playoffs MVP.
Yeah, the Finals MVP.
Finals MVP.
Yeah.
That's what I always have trouble like trying to think back on like
He just got
what?
inserted into the starting lineup in the playoffs or in the finals, and he just did a really good job defending LeBron. Contributed a lot on offense. He kind of was like the ball handler. 'Cause Steph was kind of playing off ball. Like, hey, I'm gonna, so he was kind of like taking.
And how old was Iguodala at that point? And how many years? Because I know he was balling on that 76ers.
30, 31 at that point, probably.
That's not that. Yeah, that's not bad.
It's like end of his prime at the time.
But like I think that's like something that's a testament to like a system,
Yeah.
where you can have
I can
like,
just get
4
Iguodala into
all-stars
the
on the team, and the Finals MVP is you create
the
a
guy you
system
just
with a,
was like, okay, we're gonna throw this
is
guy
a-
in, and
like,
he's
is a
gonna
bench player now.
100%. No, I totally agree with you.
That's
I think it's
impressive.
just and I'm not saying the Bucks have a great future. Even they could end up being the best system in the league, you know. But I just
Hopefully
think right now it's just kind of hard to make that argument.
You want to know what I always think is watching the Warriors is like depressing.
Why?
Andrew Bogut coming from an MVP,
And the defensive player of the year.
onto like you're probably not starting, dude.
Yeah.
You're not gonna.
And
get
if it wasn't for Boogie, I think if the Warriors win this year, DeMarcus Cousins should not be receiving a ring.
No.
He's played like 10 games.
Like, actually.
Like, I've played almost as many games as DeMarcus Cousins this year.
Yeah.
And he's getting a ring.
Yeah.
That's tough.
You want to... so this is... kind of wraps up, like, not playing on teams and, like, getting credits.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the argument of people saying, like, when you're traded, your team does bad? So, like, that player should be in a talk of, like, most valuable player.
Oh, I think...
Because I love that argument.
Yeah.
I like really love that argument when like someone says like a Peyton Manning like that year with the Colts,
Yeah.
where like he left and they didn't win a game,
Yeah.
and they were at like a deep in the playoffs team to like a not winning team.
Yeah. Well,
I love that
you
argument.
build a team around a player.
Yeah.
So it's like when you lose a player, unless you're getting
Another.
just to put him in.
Yeah.
You can't. It's just a tough thing to like judge. You got to give them like a year so they can. It's like, oh, well, here's our product again.
Yeah.
You know, and especially on a football team, like quarterback, of course, is the most important part,
Yeah.
no doubt. But you could still be able to win something.
Yeah.
If you have that good a team. So it's just like it's a tricky thing to say. Like, I don't know, it's interesting to talk about, and it bolsters a lot of people's argument. Like, oh, like he was great.
Yeah.
I get what happened when he didn't. But
Yeah.
at the same time, you take like the Patriots when Tom Brady tore his ACL, still went 9-7.
Yeah.
But missed the playoffs. Like, you know, are you gonna say Tom Brady's like shit? And
No,
like
yeah.
he's on Matt Castle's level. It's hard to say that. It's really hard,
Yeah.
you know. But like, it's just that that's such a good system in place that like.
But can't you say that like value wise, like just like because I like obviously MVP in my eyes should like just go to the best player at that season. But like when you like I just love like breaking down just like the most valuable player.
Yeah.
Like and like when it comes to like just that like specifically, I love thinking like yo he should be in the talks.
Yeah.
He should be in the talks at least.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he should win it,
Yeah.
but like just value wise,
Yeah.
just like losing him shows how valuable he was.
I used to really like be like, well, you know, he's valuable though. Like I used to really get into that,
Yeah.
and then I just realized like,
It's just
I'm wasting my breath.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
so-
it just goes to like the most like outstanding.
Yeah. So I just kind of focus on who's gonna win it, who probably could win it, and then after that, it's like, well, they had a great season, but like,
I mean, using like that theory, like LeBron with the Cavs, was it last year? That's MVP, bro.
of
Yeah,
course.
that's what I'm saying.
Like,
Like,
of course.
that's what, and I said that.
Of
And I said
course.
that. I was
Yeah,
like, that's a great argument to say.
Yeah,
It really, like,
But it's
true
like-
definition, absolutely. It should
but for LeBron,
be
it's like
him.
he's just putting up another ho hum season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not like, of course he was valuable. Like you see him now, their best player is Kevin Love.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Shit, right? But like,
He took them to the finals, bro. That's
Yeah.
crazy. That team was so bad.
So
No
bad.
one even thought they would like make it through the playoffs. Like,
yeah, it shows you how shambolic the Warriors or the Raptors were without
Yeah.
Kawhi. But
I also think it's really something I saw today was like with like Steph and Kevin both missing the game-winning shots in the last game. Like their criticism is so much lower than like if LeBron like misses a game-winning shot. Like it's incredible.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
Like, the spotlight is so much
it's
brighter on him.
but I mean, it just shows you how much higher they hold him in that regard. You know,
Right. But if he makes them, which he has,
Yeah, of course.
it's like, okay,
I
that's
don't.
expected.
I really the one thing I don't like is the whole like playoff like just the ideology around Kevin Durant in the playoffs, and like people like regular season. No one says like, all right, Kevin Durant's playing like he's the best player to ever live.
Yeah.
But like
People need to relax with the Kevin Durant hype right now.
yeah, I like
really
come finals, come playoff time, and then like obviously like it's been said that like sometimes like in playoffs like Steph doesn't really step up.
Yeah.
But
obviously, yeah.
then KD like obviously like steps up, and then like there's people like on sports talk shows that are saying like Kevin Durant has been better than. Like they say, like Kevin Durant's been better than LeBron for the past 5 years. This is nothing new to me. He's the best player to ever live. Like, and I'm like,
That's just nonsense.
Jesus Christ.
I don't even think we should reward those people with attention. I don't even think we should
I mean,
reward that
I
conversation.
think the biggest thing is like for that Kevin Durant plays in the West, which doesn't really seem like it matters, but the East Coast, which is a lot of the country, right, rarely sees Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
Before playoff time, they see, a 10:30 game. I'm gonna watch 5 minutes of that, and then I really gotta go to bed because it's like tomorrow I have a final. Like you can't. It's just a lot harder to see that kind of thing versus LeBron might play at 7:30. It's like I could definitely watch that game while I'm studying. It really comes down to like exposure a lot of the time. So like when you see like, where's this like Durant thing coming out of? It's like, well, he's been playing that way, and like obviously these pundits, they don't watch. They might like Skip Bayless probably watches, but like some people like Colin Cowherd doesn't. He doesn't really. He doesn't sparkle me as the kind of guy that's like
sitting down.
Wow, look at that!
Because he always has clickbait conversations.
Colin Cowherd has this like he thinks he like speaks for America, right? So he has like
just no one checking him.
Nobody checks him. He has like Joy Taylor, lovely, beautiful woman.
Dude. It sounds like he's reading off a prompt.
Not checked. He's like
he introduces those.
He's like, you know what? They divorce, and you're like, oh my god! All right, can we go to the next? This is a horrible. What is the divorce, dude? Just because you had one doesn't mean the American people had to have had one.
No, yeah. I just hate like because there's just so many people that like that just like go with that ideology, and I just don't like it.
You can listen to it, and it is what it is. But at the end of the day, like
do you think Kevin Durant could take a team like the Cavs, take him to the ship?
No.
Well, yeah. Well,
it comes down to that.
It's a little, That's kind of tricky because LeBron.
Not saying the same players, right? Because obviously you're gonna fit your team around a specific player. But I'm saying of their caliber, like of their like overall skill and overall talent.
Yeah.
And, like,
well, I'm just saying like LeBron obviously does a lot more, in terms like offensively. He is the offense. LeBron is the offense. He's the scheme. So he can kind of dictate that. Just put shooters around him and whatever. But like Durant kind of fits more in like a traditional like he's just a small forward that really can go get buckets.
Yeah.
So probably not just because how they play.
He's not directing. He's not a director.
Exactly. He's not a director, and that's fine. I know you can't take anything away from Durant, but like.
He's probably one of the best system players that ever exist.
If that's how you want to judge like greatness, then and of course nobody's saying nobody should be saying Durant is better than LeBron all the time. It's not correct. But you just look at what's happening right now, and it's like, well, Durant's further in the playoffs, so people make these like shallow obviously he's got to be playing better.
I'm saying we shouldn't even entertain.
Steph Curry isn't Lonzo Ball.
Yeah,
it's tricky.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got anything to add?
I think basketball is a cool sport. I played it for 2 years at Upward Church.
Catherine won an Upward. She went 8-0 in Upward. I never got to go 8-0 in Upward. That's bullshit.
Why is she not talking, bro? Like, what do we know?
Yeah, dude, I forgot how religious Upward was.
Yeah, we
forgot like halftime. At halftime, you would like go read a scripture,
and then they'd be like, "Who's most godlike?" At the end of the game, most godlike goes to Jack, and everyone's like.
I forgot about that. Holy shit.
That's fucking crazy. I was just talking to somebody about that. The Upward was fucking crazy.
Yeah, because you helped the kid off the floor.
Yeah, it's like most godlike.
Most godlike.
Always helping
you read the scriptures at halftime. Like you really excelled.
Yeah, I'd be getting handed that
Jesus piece
most
on,
offensive every single game.
Mikey.
I'd be getting that blue star. I'd be like,
wow, the stars!
Yeah,
oh my god!
Put them on the thing.
Yeah.
That's my favorite fucking thing, dude.
Oh wait,
you could average 25 a game.
I forgot about the stars.
Wow.
Wait, when I was a cheerleader, we'd put them around our horn thing.
Yeah.
Those were cool.
Most godlike.
I got a couple defensive ones.
Yeah, he locked down.
Yeah, I got a couple.
Those were red, I think.
Yeah, they were. I got mad.
I remember, dude. I remember those stars.
Yeah, dude.
Most godlike was white. That was shit.
Yeah.
Oh
my god. Ryan stayed with.
Ryan stayed with the godlikes.
Yeah, dude, he would.
Back when he had his knee injury.
I had a lot of the orange ones.
It's not real. It's not real. Stay woke. I think we're gonna cut it here.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
All right. So, go green, go white.
Follow me on Twitch. Link in the description.
Yeah.
That's it. I'll see you guys later. I love you.
More pods coming soon.
Follow me on Instagram at Catherine Manser.
Also
we're cutting that. We're cutting that out.